Last year, I shared something that a senior from Hong Kong told me. Next year, is not going to be a very good year. Because fire clashes with fire, there will be a lot of fires in many places. But there will be wars and things like that. What's the first news of the new year? War. Hong Kong fire. Honestly, I don't buy a ticket because I don't know where to go and I'm afraid of war. Hello everyone, welcome back to our Mr. Dalfa. So you see today, you know what it is. So today is New Year and I wish everyone a happy New Year. May you achieve success immediately and have great luck in the year of the horse. And the most important one is to get rich immediately. So today I will answer for you one by one some of the questions and myths about our Chinese New Year. So during the new year, you'll see a lot of people, worshipping this and worshipping that. Then today you have to go to the temple to pray, and tomorrow you have to go to the temple to appease Tai Sui or worship Tai Sui or something. So who exactly should we worship and when should we do it? This is a very important question. So our first question today, right, is actually a good one. It asks, when I worship, should I do it on New Year's Eve or on the first day of the new year, or do I need to do it on both days? Hey, that's a good question. Actually, to be honest, at home, right, I always follow my mom when it comes to worship. However many times my mom worships, that's how many times I worship. But to be correct, before New Year's Eve, before Chinese New Year Eve, we already do a worship ceremony. So we first worship the gods in our home, then worship our ancestors to thank them for the whole year, because it's the year end, right? Year end going to New Year, right? So we will tell these gods and our ancestors thank you for their blessings throughout the year. So this is what we call bidding farewell to the old year, telling them say goodbye to the old year. We're saying goodbye to the past year and welcoming the new one. So we are there to thank them. That's the meaning. Then after 11 o'clock, after 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve, it is already considered the Zi hour, which actually means it's already the next day. So on that eve, we will already prepare something called Hei Zheng. He means to congratulate, and Zheng is the character for first or beginning, that Zheng. It's the Zheng from righteousness. He Zheng. What does He Zheng mean? It means congratulating the new year. Zheng refers to the first month, the start of the lunar new year. So in a way, according to tradition, people would set up an altar or a table outside their house, and on it there would be offerings to worship the heavenly God. They would tell the gods in heaven that the new year is coming and pray for their blessings. After all, the new year is actually a kind of festival for us. What people fear most about festivals is actually the festival itself. Because actually, when we talk about festivals, the word for festival sounds the same as calamity in Chinese. So some people are afraid that something bad might happen during a festival. So they will especially go to pray today, hoping that in the new year they can receive blessings and protection from the gods. They hope things go smoothly and they make a lot of money. So this is what they will do on New Year's Eve night. And after the New Year's greetings are done, it's considered the first day of the new year, right? On the first day at this time, they will start the new year at home by praying to their gods and ancestors again. So honestly, within those few hours, you'll end up praying about 3 times. Yeah, that's right. First, you say goodbye to him, then thank you. After saying thank you, you say welcome, and then you pray to the gods in your house again. That's basically how it is. So you ask, is it on New Year's Eve at night that you pray or on the first day of the new year? Actually, you have to pray on both days. It's just that the times are very close. So some people feel like, it's all within one day or one night. So they just finish all the prayers at once. But no, actually it's divided into 3 stages. Many people, it seems like only the older generation knows about this so-called Hei Zheng tradition. I know that in Japan they also have this custom called Hei Zheng. This is actually a traditional Chinese custom, and nowadays only the older generation knows about it. If you go to those gold shops, right, and you tell them, I want to Hei Zheng, they still know. But if you just say Hei Zheng, they might not understand what it is. So I think this is our custom. If you can do Hei Zheng on New Year's Eve, when you worship the heavenly God at night, you can greet him there and say hello. It's actually a really good thing. On the first day of the Lunar New Year, there's actually another custom which we call Zhu Chun. On the first day, many people, many families will choose to go to the temple they're most familiar with, or the temple closest to them, right? To go to the temple to pray. This is what they call Zhu Chun, which is kind of like going to pray for blessings. I'm not sure if people still do this, but it's a great tradition worth continuing. You can never have too many blessings. During the new year, some ask whether to pray to the civil or martial god of wealth. The main thing is to pray to the god of wealth during this time. Actually, to be honest, if I tell you from a Taoist perspective, I would worship Zhao Gongming, the martial god of wealth, because Zhao Gongming is the chief among all the gods of wealth, basically the big boss of all the gods of wealth, right? That's Zhao Gongming. The one with a dark face, whip, and riding a tiger is Zhao Gongming. If you want to attract legitimate wealth during the new year, you should worship the god of wealth. But some people specifically worship Duobei because here we believe in Duobei as well. Bei Gong, also known as the earth god, is responsible for transporting wealth. The god of wealth grants wealth, but it's the earth god or Bei Gong who delivers it. That's why some people specifically worship him. So when it comes to bringing in wealth, give me also lah. So he is also believed to be able to grant wealth because after all, we believe that anything related to the land, since Chinese is an agricultural society, any deities related to the land can grant wealth. So if you personally want more wealth, you can worship the martial god of wealth, Bei Gong, or other wealth gods related to the land, like Hotu Niang Niang. Even Datuk Gong is also an option. Okay, so, during the new year, it's not just the elders. Actually, everyone likes to wear red. Like today, you see I'm also wearing red and there's this big eye on it. So why is that? Actually, it's not just because red is a festive color. During the new year, there's a legend about Nyan. In the past, they said there was a beast called Nyan. And during the new year, it would come out and eat people's children. Everyone's children. So to drive it away, people started using firecrackers to scare it off. And then people also started wearing red because the beast was afraid of the color red. So after wearing these red clothes, people would also put red couplets on their doors. As long as it's red, the beast would be scared and run away. So actually, this is a tradition that has been passed down. People believe that as long as you wear red, it can ward off evil and drive away bad luck or beasts. Then naturally, over time, it gradually became a festive color. Because we only wear red during festivals. Actually, many of the things we do during these festivals, the underlying logic is a way to seek good fortune and avoid bad luck. For example, like I just mentioned about wearing red, and also why we pray. Because when we pray, don't we hope for good things to come and bad things to leave? So actually, if you really want to know how to seek good fortune and avoid bad luck in the new year, right? You shouldn't just look at those zodiac predictions you see at the coffee shop downstairs, those bots. A really good practice during the new year is to get a Bazi reading. Because sometimes when they do your Bazi reading, they can see what your luck will be like for the year. When you know what your luck is like for the year, you can better seek good fortune and avoid bad luck, avoiding the bad things and seizing opportunities for promotion or making money. That way, when you take action, things will go more smoothly. Speaking of really seeking good fortune and avoiding bad luck, every new year, right, the thing most people are most afraid of and ask about the most is Tai Sui. What exactly is Tai Sui and why do I need to pray to Tai Sui? Honestly, it's actually a star. It's something related to what we call planet Jupiter, a star with a Jupiter-like orbit but moving in the opposite direction. Anyway, what we all believe is that in the end, we all think that Tai Sui is a kind of year energy, the energy of the year. This yearly energy affects everyone, but from the perspective of fate analysis, each year it especially affects certain zodiac signs. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. When we say fan Tai Sui, it actually just means that this fan, it doesn't mean offend, like making it angry. You have to understand that Tai Sui is not a person, so there's no way you can offend it. The fan we're talking about, right? It's actually a special term. What it means is that your energy clashes with its energy. And during this year, you'll experience certain changes. So offending Tai Sui isn't necessarily a bad thing, because if you have changes, for example, if your job has been stagnant and you haven't gotten a promotion, maybe this year, because you offend Tai Sui, you'll get promoted. So people say that if your job is related to official positions, like for example, if you work in a government job or within a system, like a corporate job or something similar, or even like me being a Taoist priest, that's also considered a kind of official position in a way. In the year you offend Tai Sui, does it mean you will definitely get promoted or things will definitely get better for you? So don't worry so much about offending Tai Sui. A lot of people think, oh, I offended Tai Sui, so this year I'm especially unlucky. But let me tell you, you're unlucky every year. It's just that this year, after you offend Tai Sui, you hyper-focus on the unlucky things. And actually, in a way, if you want things to go smoothly and you're worried, then just go pray to Tai Sui. As long as it's after the beginning of spring, you can start praying to Tai Sui. Because the beginning of spring is when the new year starts, you know? The energy has already arrived. If you start praying to Tai Sui after the beginning of spring, you don't need to worry. If anything does happen, it's definitely not because of Tai Sui. It's from other aspects. So, yeah, it's better to have one less worry. So just go pray. It doesn't cost much. Go pray. It's better to seek peace of mind. Although we also know that in 2026, according to fate, it's what they call the year of the red horse and red goat. Basically, it's a year of fire clashing with fire. If you haven't watched my TikTok video, you'll notice that last year I shared something that a senior from Hong Kong told me. At that time, when we were on the way to Taiwan to perform a ritual, he told us, oh, next year is not going to be a good year because fire clashes with fire. So you have to be careful. There will be many places where fires will start happening. But then he also said there might be wars and things like that. I was like, really? Oh, okay. Then he said, but there's one thing, middle-aged women will do very well in their careers, especially in industries like beauty and social media. Those will be especially prosperous. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. Then I made that video, and after I made the video, a lot of people criticized me. They said, no, come on. And that's how it turned out. Hong Kong fire. Then after that, now there are fires all over the world. I have this follower, right? Now, as long as there's any news about fires on TikTok or anywhere, if someone posts about it, he'll tag me in it. He just said, hey, really? Yeah, so if you look at this year, I think there's a trend where there are more fires happening. So you guys should buy some fire insurance, and you really need to be careful about things catching fire. So for middle-aged women, actually, this is good news for you. It means your career might get even better, but we need to be a bit careful, you see. What's the first news of the new year? The United States invaded Venezuela. War broke out. This year, if we want to travel abroad, I honestly don't even dare buy a ticket because I don't know where to go and I'm worried there might be a war. It feels like everywhere is at war or about to go to war. So this year, let's just have a peaceful year and focus on ourselves. If you need to pray to Tai Sui, go pray to Tai Sui. If you need to pray to the gods, go pray to the gods. The divine will bless you. You must have faith. So now, on behalf of all my colleagues at HELLBANK, I wish everyone a happy new year. May all your wishes come true and good health. May you achieve instant success and most importantly, get rich right away. Voila.